This is iFIBER 1 News. Here are today's top stories.
Lakeview residents voiced their support of the Grant County Sheriff's Office during a town hall meeting on Tuesday. Prosecutors say Barry Lukaitis should serve a minimum of 50 years in prison before he is eligible for parole. The popular game Pokemon Go is drawing complaints from police departments across the country, including Moses Lake.
From the iFIBER 1 newsroom, this is iFIBER 1 News. And it starts now.
Many of the about 50 people in attendance during Sheriff Tom Jones' town hall meeting were pleased with the work being done to combat crime in the community. During a town hall meeting in the fall of last year, residents voiced concerns about the growing crime problem in Lakeview. Since then, the Grant County Sheriff's Office has stepped up patrols in the community, and both the Sheriff's Office and residents noted the positive impact.
Again, we won't stop both our deputies, and especially I require our administrative staff to come out here and work Lakeview. And again, I know I've talked to several of you just driving out here, and we've done, I believe we've done a lot of positive things out here as far as being seen. Anybody that's out in the front yard, I stop and talk to, so it's just one of those things where we want to be seen, and that's the whole goal of the whole thing. So that's not going to stop.
From January to July, compared to the same time period last year, most crime has decreased in Lakeview. Burglaries dropped by about 100%, thefts decreased from 35 reports in 2015 to 27 this year, and reports of graffiti and gang activity were down. Reports that did increase include traffic stops and offenses and calls for suspicious circumstances, something Sheriff Jones credited to community members and the Sheriff's Office for being proactive. Jones also said 5 surveillance cameras are expected to be installed in Lakeview in about a week, adding the cameras have already been proven effective in the Larson community. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News. Prosecutors say Barry Lukaitis should serve a minimum of 50 years in prison before he is eligible for parole. Special Deputy Prosecutor Kelly Fitzgerald filed her memorandum for Lukaitis resentencing. Lukaitis, now 35 years old, was 14 when he killed 2 students and a teacher and wounded a 4th person in a shooting at Frontier Middle School in Moses Lake. He was tried as an adult and convicted of 2 counts of aggravated murder, murder in the 2nd degree, assault in the 1st degree, 16 counts of kidnapping, and assault in the 2nd degree. The 2 counts of aggravated murder in the 1st degree carried a mandatory life sentence without the possibility of parole. But in 2012, the Supreme Court ruled mandatory life sentences without the possibility of parole for children younger than 18 violates the 8th Amendment. Fitzgerald argued the legislature intended each conviction of aggravated murder to be served separately, which would make the minimum sentence 50 years in prison. A hearing is planned for August 12th to determine the legal issues of the case. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News. Dozens of people playing the popular game Pokemon Go in downtown Moses Lake have drawn concerns from several residents. More than 75 people were playing the game in Sinkayou Square and along West 3rd Avenue late at night during the weekend. Moses Lake police were called by someone concerned with the number of people out late at night. Captain Dave Sands reported nobody playing the game was breaking any laws, but officers have received several complaints in the past week. Officers have also responded early in the morning to the Alder Street fill for people playing Pokemon Go and walking on the road. About a dozen people were found playing the game. A number of police departments across the country have reported problems of players trespassing on private property while playing the game, and players getting robbed, stabbed, and even 2 people falling off a cliff in Southern California. Planned events in larger cities throughout the country have drawn thousands of Pokemon Go players. This is Joe Utter for iFIBER 1 News.
This is iFIBER 1 News. For more information on these stories and other news, Visit us online at iFiber1.com or check us out on Facebook.